It's saying there's one over there. There can't be one over there.
Heard you might be looking for some backup. You say the word, we're out there on your 6.
I could always use some
Did you have
cannon
any
fodder.
experience with terramorphs before?
Only the brief they just gave on the way here. But we know how to handle pressure.
Surviving a full-on mental assault isn't the same as keeping your cool in a firefight. Might make you more liability than asset.
We're not UC security. You don't need to worry about us.
Yep, come on, Ray.
Roger that. We're on you.
We'll take some firepower. So, I had some weird voice in my head fighting that thing. So there's obviously some weird ass twist in this story that's coming. Let's see. I've got... This is the only weapon I've got a lot of ammunition for. Tempted to go and do it the old-fashioned way, face to face with a sword in hand. Is that thing asleep? It ain't moving. You with me, gang? Hang on, team? Team? When you guys said you were with me and you got my back, that was obviously horseshit. Where are they? Oh, someone's with me. Can't get on top of this bloody thing. No, I don't want to be trapped inside it. Just a minute. Jetpack. Jetpack's not working. I can't control the damn thing. Right, I want to be on top of this, please. From there, I can just do controlled bouts of fire and still miss. I'll tell you what, let's chuck a grenade at the son of a bitch and see how he likes that. Don't know if he's actually doing any damage to me.
Oh God! Here they come!
So it releases some pheromones that gives us sort of hallucinations and night horrors and all sorts of things.
Closer. Closer. Closer.
This is getting too weird now. Give me the poisons. Right, so that gun is about empty. I am running out of ammunition. I can hit it with this. This one's got quite a bit of stopping power. Would you see a twist in the story that you are a polymorph? I'm clearly something. I wonder if I'm one of these clones that she was talking about. Or maybe I'm the one that's bringing the polymorphs, but then I hadn't been to Tau Ceti. What was there was another game that wherever the hero or the protagonist went, darkness or evil spirits or some sort of monsters came up wherever they tread, and they were actually the thing bringing the bad stuff. Do you remember that?
Let's make this quick.
Okay, I better take a bit of help from that. Fine. Let's just keep my distance here.
There's another one. They're everywhere.
Okay, we're doing okay.
All wrapped up.
That was all of them?
We should go tell the sergeant what happened.
That wasn't as bad
It's
as
over.
I was expecting.
Thank God. If these things reached the populated areas of the city, we would have had an absolute massacre on our hands.
Diablo. You been Diablo? I don't think it was Diablo. Not the one I was thinking of, anyway. Right.
You're back in one piece. Well, I guess our people weren't so lucky.
Don't worry, we're going to get to the bottom of what happened here today.
The cabinet's already got a plan in place to make sure attacks like this never happen again.
Can't happen soon enough. Thank you.
The city owes you both a debt after this.
We were just in the right place at the right time. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know the terramorphs have been dealt with. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Okay, I guess that's the equivalent of the dragon attack at the start of Skyrim. I don't suppose the shops are open for business, are they? They don't look like it, do they? I'm sure they will be soon.
The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all clear signal before.
Huh, okay. I need some better guns. I'm not doing enough damage. That pistol, though, seemed to take things down better. The Grendel's got like a really high rate of fire, but I need something that does a bit more damage. I need to maybe start looking at weapon mods for some of these and see if I can improve things a little bit and get them working better. And as I can't do that on the ship, I guess I'm going to need a base somewhere. Now, one of my mates is playing this game, and he said he did a few more missions for the UC and got given a house here, so maybe that would be worth pursuing. Plague Tale also had some weird story. That's true. That's true, actually. We thought we were running away from the rats, but wherever Hugo went, he was bringing the rats with him. That might have been what I was thinking of, Ragar.
They said you're free to come and go.
That's a relief to hear.
Heroes were
Captain,
minted down at that space
Hadrian,
and that
it would appear
includes
that the
you.
cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology.
What the hell is she wearing
Your
on the left?
concerns about the terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
I take my gratitude in credits, real estate, or luxury goods.
I had some ideas on that front, Captain, but we'll get to that. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball.
This is where I come in, isn't it?
Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative.
Does that come with like a big salary? There must be an option for that. Tell me what I'm getting first and I'll consider it.
The very next item on my list. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your citizenship upon collection of the data. Get you access to those credits and real estate you're after. So, will you help us?
It sounds like a deal. I don't know if I should tell him about the voices I heard in my head.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks. You're dismissed.
Hey, T-Po. You've been watching the stream at 2 times speed.
UC is going to be ready.
And the
I'm gonna go
dialogue's...
check in with
Shut up,
Chief
shut up,
Engineer
people. Shut up,
Kulkarni.
shut up. Quiet, shush. I'm talking here. You've been watching the dialogue at 2 times speed. Listen to them at 1 time speed. Sounds like they're just chilling at the cafe, not at the battlefield. It does... If you watch a YouTube video back, I tend to watch most of them back at 1.25 speed. It's so fast that you get through it a little bit quicker. But it doesn't feel like it's artificially sort of making all the voices sound like weird and high-pitched and squeaky, which is quite cool. And then if you watch the same thing back at 1 time speed, it feels like everyone's talking too slow. It's really funky. But yeah, I know what you mean about the dialogue would sound a lot more urgent watching this at 2 times speed for sure.
Together for that data.
Right, what is she wearing?
So
It looks like some badly creased plastic
with all the work
flipping
they're doing.
raincoat thing. Oh, she got a gun. I'm supposed to be talking to Jeff in sales, I think.
These orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Come on.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs.
Going somewhere?
I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second in command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude.
Look at her feet.
I
Hang
was
on.
also
Oh,
informed
I can't.
that
We
you
can
gave
stare at her
quite
breasts,
the
but not at her
presentation
feet.
to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
I thought it was some big library where stuff was kept and locked away. Let's pretend that I don't have the slightest idea.
Huh. All right. We'll start at the beginning. When the Colony War ended, the UC and Freestar Collective came to the agreement some weapons needed to be off limits. Mechs, xenowarfare. So they gathered up all the relevant research materials and sealed that information away. Terramorph data included, in the archives here in the city. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people, the ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun, to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
She looks like she's got measles or something. Let's have a look. No problem. I'm just going to need some electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pentothal.
Very funny. This is going to be hard enough already.
I wasn't joking.
Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
You mean their
But
families?
it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with.
I read you loud and
Who do
clear.
you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar or Ambassador Balmore of House Varun?
Let's go Freestar. Let's take Freestar.
Ah, the good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Big wallet? Tell me about these other tools.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful application of pressure. We just need to find the squeeze.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information.
Pump?
Maybe even convince to work with you.
Okay. Tell me about this staff member.
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Okay. That's all the info I need.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID.
Ooh, that'll be useful.
I'll give them a heads up, you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Did I get a gun? Did I get a gun? credits. Okay. Right. I need to take care of something first.
Go ahead.
So we're good. I think we're going to go over to the embassy. I feel like I need to... Did I come in this way?
Yes. What?
Right. Okay, I see where we are now. So we will go wandering over there. I feel like I also want to deal with... I want to get a house and some money. Lobby, that's where I want to be. We'll see what the faction missions are looking like. We've got some options here, I think. I don't know if I want to go straight into this or go and do something else
Captain.
first. I'll tell you what I do want to do
Congratulations
first.
on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
We'll come back to you in a minute. Where is my ship? No, I don't want Sarah Morgan. What is this? Is that my ship? That's a residential district. I don't want that. That's the lodge. I don't want that. That's the mass district. It's a commercial district. And oh, what's down there? New Atlantis. The Razor Leaf. Fast travel. I'm carrying too much and can't fast travel. Holy crap. Why does this have to be so much hard work? Can I leap over? Yeah, go on. You can't. It's not lethal jumping into a pond, is it? Will be if I run out of O2 in this. I'm going to have to spend a point, I think, leveling up my oxygen supply. Can I jump out of this? I'm hoping that the jetpack will get me over. Thank God for that. Right, I think if I go this way,
Rations?
if I remember right,
Check.
I should be able to find Jameson something or other. Let me just bring up where my ship is again. Right, it's down there. Jameson's. Or Jameson, whatever it's called.
The kids miss you.
Why is it so hard to go and find a flipping vendor in this game? Hang on, is this going to take me to the spaceport? Let me just check. Spaceport, there we go. Right, let's get in there. I need to find a better way to deal with all the stuff I've picked up and to dump it off. The spaceship's full. I don't think I can even load resources into that anymore. There's Gold Bank. There's that. Where is the... It feels like I've just gone back over. I can't be right. Coffee shop. The viewport. It must be over here. Right, what have we got? Is that it? Is that it dead ahead? Can't see because I am suffering from carbon dioxide poisoning. This is one of them. And that's nearly where we die. Right, sell. She looks...
Please, take a look.
She looks kind of uninterested. Actually, I will buy Digipix. And... Aid. Do you have med packs? And do you have ship parts? She does, but they're really, 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 really heavy. Right, sell from ship inventory. I can sell aid stuff. Injector. I feel like I should be keeping this. I've got a lot of ship parts. I don't need to buy any more, so that's okay. And I should be doing stuff with these, but... That can't be taking up all the space in my hold. Right, sell from my stuff. What have we got? Calibrated solstices. I kind of wanted to keep one of those, I think. I Furious boosted calibrate. Right, I will keep that one. Get rid of those. And a modified Equinox. This is for when I want to do laser weapons at some point, which I probably will. That does... I don't need that. I might need that one, so I'll keep that. I've got some nice weapons. Feels like storage space on ships are equal to boot space on a Ford Fiesta. You're not kidding. It's getting a little bit silly, is this? I don't know what their intention was. It seems like they really, really, really don't want you to carry anything or pick anything up. It's crazy. Look, I've sold pretty much everything I think I can sell. This must be too much. So the alien genetic material. It looks like that's so good. I don't want to sell it. What's this one do? Movement speed and jump height. I feel like I might need that as well. Treats. See, these are all treatments, and I don't feel like I dare get rid of these. The food, maybe. I'm going to have to... What about if I get rid of some alcohol and stuff? Drink packs. Alright, let's get rid of some of this crap here. I'm not going to regret this, am I? But that restores health. Dark lagers. Get rid of that. What the hell is that? 25% melee damage. See, these are worth having. That's that yogurty stuff. I guess I'm just going to go and have to eat some food, aren't I? Picked up 4 plums from somewhere. I wish the food gave a bit more health back. Right, I am a veggie grinder. That looks really, really nice. Oh, I could do with some of that. Pineapple fruitcake. That sounds good. Pork jerky. I could eat that. And cream spinach. Cream spinach, not so much. But the other things sound really nice there. Right, so I've got 10 kilograms worth of stuff left that I can carry. What's in throwables? I'm going to get rid of a fragmentation mine, because I'm going to guess that I won't ever... Yep, get rid of all of them. And inferno mines. The grenades I will definitely keep, though. Spacesuits, weapons. Ammo doesn't weigh anything, right? I'm pretty sure it weighs nothing. I'm going to have to do something here. This is driving me insane.
Thanks for coming in.
Right, well, I'm no longer encumbered, so that's just a better situation to be in. Let's have a look at our available quests. So, the burden of proof, that's searching for evidence on the pirates, and that's the pirates. We're just going to put the pirates to one side, these. Speak to... So, the UC... So that is part of the Vanguard stuff. Alright, I feel like that is probably where we need to go. Main story, Into the Unknown. Talk to Vladimir. Oh, so these are faction quests, and this is the main story that I should probably be doing. Okay, slightly different then. What's the empty nest? Talk to Sam Coe. We'll be going by Freestar Collective space. If I'm going there, then I kind of want to get sorted out with the Freestar Collective first. I could do that. I want to do some faction stuff, so we are gonna do this after all. So we're in the right area. Unless there's some miscellaneous stuff in here. Not that one. We want to do the Hope Tech one eventually. A light in the darkness. Where is she at? Can we show on the map? Is she here? Is this... Wait, hang on. The eye can't be right next to us. This is Jemison. This is the Alpha Centauri system. But the eye is where we go to see the pirates, isn't it? Or was that the key? I can't remember. Maybe that was the key. Okay, so I think... If I've got this right... She's just over here. Oh, I thought she was off-world somewhere. Let's just eat my way through some of this food. What have I got that I can actually eat? A bitten sandwich. Boudica is what? 3002 for 3 minutes and 300 damage resist. When I get into a fight, I should start injecting some of this. Butter. Is it just literally... Bosterus Laboratories butter. We're just going to eat sticks of butter. Okay, I can do that. I'm going to eat all this. The cheese, the chicken masala, the chocolate labs, the chunks of beef. The cheese steak. These all have other benefits, but I think I just need to eat the stuff. Heart plus. Yeah, I should be using these in combat. Definitely. The trouble is, it's just a horrible, horrible menu to try and filter through. The yogurt, the eggs, the meatloaf. Where's the health? I've got 4 stolen med packs. The milk, I'll take some miso soup. Oat clusters. What the hell is this one? Extra range damage. And stealth. Better persuasion chance. Okay. Okay, that could be useful. I'll eat the plums. I thought I had 4 plums. Whiskey, stout. Let's just drink all this. A smoked salmon fillet, sparkling water. What's squall? More drugs? Combat enhancers. Dangerously addictive. Oh, okay. I better be careful using some of these. I've just been eating a whole lot. Health must be nearly there. What's a trauma pack do? Okay, trauma packs are better than med packs. Are they? 8% health for 4 seconds. Maybe not. I'll take a battle meal. I just want a veggie grinder. And we're full. That was a lot of stuff to eat. And I've drugged myself as well. Right, let's go. Hey, Darius. Thoughts on the game so far? Does it come near Skyrim for replayability and different characters possible? It does, but interestingly enough, the replayability is not so much in the different characters, but in the different factions you probably choose to work for. And I say not in different characters because you'll probably want to do what's called New Game Plus. And that is when you get to the end of the game, you finish the story mode, you've done whatever factions you wanted to work for in this one, you start the New Game Plus, which retains your character's skills, but sets everything else back down to 0, I think. So you can do a New Game Plus with the skills you've unlocked, therefore you can level up new skills, get even more powerful, and go and do the other faction stuff. And then you'd play through that and then start again. So I think that's the way you do it. But there's lots of stuff to do. It just depends what you're into. The exploring and the mining looks less interesting than in, say, something like No Man's Sky, I would say. But No Man's Sky, I don't feel like it's got the story and faction missions. There are some. I feel like it's pretty basic mission running in No Man's Sky, but this has possibly a bit more advanced. So it's okay. My thoughts on it so far are okay, and I need to get further into it. There's so many frustrating factors about it. The encumbrance being a big one. You can hardly carry any crap around with you at all, and you can't loot loads of stuff. And you can't even store as much on your ship as you would expect to be able to. And the game's just crashed as well. So we can add that to the list too.
You can't go in. You just can't.
I've just got a feeling about you.
He writes me.
You have a story to
I
tell.
hate to break it to you, but his P.
Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
I don't know who David Barron is.
Might be able to hook you up with some merch.
Who are you?
Maybe get you
A cog in the machine. If you mean literally, Nadia Mufaz, head researcher of the office. So if we got any facts wrong, I'm the one who files your complaint into the shredder.
I like that. Let's have a look. Nice to meet you too.
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you really work for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things.
Actually, your intern asked me to do an interview for you.
Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier?
Was.
Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me?
Oh, I got a few things. Oh, I forgot also I could sell the survey data of those planets and stuff that I've picked up so far. Let's have a look. The Crimson Fleet attacked an Argos mining facility on Vectora.
Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing.
How about we can...
So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
If we could do this
Tell them
by
about the
email.
ore. That was quite a lucrative operation.
Because I don't feel like the need to fly back here just to report the news every time I have a fight. We were mining beryllium, iron, and some rare minerals. Easy credits for them. Constellation commissioned the dig. The Crimson Fleet wanted the proceeds.
Bad blood between the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet? Has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group?
I ran the whole dig. Supervisor Ace at your service.
I'd tip my hat, but I seem to have misplaced it. Your people pulled a hell of a thing off. So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph?
We had help. Barrett, a member of Constellation, and his robot Vasco.
How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners? I like it. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report.
Okay, let's see if these new stories, because I've got a few.
You have another story for me?
I was at the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis.
Really? To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement.
And the Tau Ceti, we can milk
A lot
this
of
a bit.
people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that?
Can't believe she hasn't invited me to an office for coffee and biscuits for this. I should at least hold out for biscuits. More credits and biscuits. They should be on the demands list, I think. Together with UC Security, we managed to put those killing machines down.
Sounds like maybe you're being modest. Security isn't exactly trained for that scenario. But all right.
Well, I didn't want to say I got
The whole
killed.
city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things?
Honestly, it was just chaos. I felt alive. When everything's on the line, every moment seems like a gift.
You never know quite how precious life is. Until it's under threat.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say for
It
this.
sounds like New Atlantis, heck, the whole UC, owes you a great debt. Any closing comments? I already have a good story here.
Did I hear about the women in Doncaster seeing some people hand gliding? Is this a bad joke coming up, Darius? Or is this a proper news story? Let's have a look. I won't rest until the Terramorph threat is ended. It's true? Okay. No, I haven't heard anything about it.
That makes me feel better. I feel like such a sap, but it does. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks. We use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one.
Let's have a look. Is there anything else?
You talk and get paid, I spread the news. It's a classic win-win.
Exit.
Hope to see you again.
I could ask what story. I'll ask what
If
story.
you have a news story for me? I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous.
me.
They'd probably be all for it if David asked.
I'd be willing to do the interview show. I'm thinking, right, a great pirate captain, which I intend to be, needs to have his fame and shenanigans reported galaxy-wide. So I need to get in with the press, definitely. I'll do the interviews.
Would you really? I'd owe you big time if you did. You've been a huge help on my other stories. I'm sure you'd do great.
Yeah, it's a long one, Catherine. This is a very long conversation. Let's have it. Consider it done. I don't want to be co-author.
Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zoran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the medbay. You don't need to ask too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing, and how things are in the well. I really can't thank you enough.
Okay, this might give me some contacts elsewhere in the city, actually. Places to sell crap to and stuff like that. So,
please tell me you're
let's
not
go.
here to see Mr. Baron.
Good for you.
I bet. There's something I need to talk
It's not
to you
giving me
about.
any... Is there?
Got something for me? Remember our last conversation when you told me the artifacts made your mind and body feel out of sync? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor.
I got a feeling that at the moment, there's far too much static conversation and not enough action going on in this game. I feel like we've been like really heavy on the dialogues today. Were they helpful?
Unfortunately, no. Other than you and Barrett, there were no records of direct encounters with the artifacts. I have to admit, though, I did get more than a bit sidetracked reminiscing about old times.
Right, enough. I'm not interested
Bye-bye.
about your old times. I am interested in my fame and fortune, particularly the fortune aspect of that. We need to find new stories. We need to... Where did she say to go? Has that appeared under another... That might have appeared under another quest. Hang on. So if I go to mission, it's not there. Activity. Miscellaneous. Primary sources. Here we go. So it is under a completely different quest. Alright, that's fair enough. And 66 meters. Taking me back to the tram. It is.
Been up there, huh?
To the spaceport.
I'll never get to go to space.
We'll go and talk to a few people. We'll come back and report this. We'll earn some money. Get something more interesting to do. And I'm only doing this because I'm here now. I feel like I want to go off adventuring, but it'll still be here to do when I come back. So we'll get it out of the way, and then we'll go and find something to shoot.
Sure hope your day's going as well as mine is.
Having said that, I feel like I am almost out of ammunition for a lot of my weapons, so maybe I should start buying stuff from the vendors, all the ammunition that they have in stock. Because I'm going through a lot. I'm not doing enough damage. I guess I can start switching to some laser weapons. I do have one laser pistol
I have
now.
something I need to discuss with you.
Oh, do you what?
Yeah?
Now? Really? We've just talked.
Remember our last conversation when you told me the artifacts made your... Well...
Am I going mad?
It got me... Just because I wasn't familiar.
You never mentioned your predecessor to me before.
Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back.
She's like a very persistent schoolgate mum. Who is Aja?
Aja Mamasa. She was the youngest member of Constellation when it was founded. Only took her 15 years to reach chair. Sorry, I sometimes get so caught up in my own bubble, I forget that I wasn't the first.
I'm not really interested in this. Right, we're done.
Goodbye.
Okay, so she wants me to talk to all these people in the well. That's brilliant. We've also got some vendors we can sell and deal with here. So are you...
Telling you, Bianchi, something's wrong with the boots you sold me. I wear them to the metro. Suddenly, the shuttle runs late. I buy a cup of coffee and the barista screws up my order. It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket.
Will you go away?
And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
Can we buy that?
I want a damn refund.
That looks kind of cool.
Fine, fine. I'll take the boots back.
I'm here to trade, and
them
I feel like I'm stuck. Hang on. Is this the back of his shop? Nobody watching? Good. That'll come in very useful later. Don't say a word, Sarah. You chose to be here. I think I've been in here already. Okay, I needed ammunition.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
No.
Can I help?
No. Not anymore. You've had your chance. We're not doing that again. My man.
Personally, you ask me, the real New Atlantis is down here.
I'm not interested in his arguments. I'm really not.
All day.
Hey, dog meat. She was totally determined to tell me that story. She will be back. Yeah, I don't think I've got rid of her just yet. Ammo? That's 3,000. Do I even need that caliber? I'll tell you what I do need. I could probably do this one. Right, this is going to fill him up with loads of money. The ones I really do need, though. That one, I'm pretty sure. My credits. I have enough money. Okay. I'm not sure of which are the ones. I'm going to buy him. You know, I'm just going to buy him. I don't think he has a lot. It's expensive buying ammunition. 43 Ultra Mag and 27 caliber. Doesn't weigh anything. Don't care about... Oh, 6.5 millimeter? Yeah, okay. We'll take that. Right then. Let's sell some stuff now. I must have something. I don't, do I? Can I... was that all I came in here for? To buy ammunition? I thought I'd... Oh, notes. No, hang on. Crimson Fleet profile. These are worth nothing. But this survey data is. I'm guessing this is crap that I don't need. Right, let's clean that out. He's got loads of money. Please tell me I didn't just buy that. No, I think that's okay. Oh, hang on. Does he have... Buyback. He doesn't have Digipix. Okay.
Hey, take it easy.
Right, I'm leaving. I know there's some little quests I could pick up at the start here, but... I feel like I've been running around like a dog's body for people for so much of this game. And not doing what I got into it for. Is that a hamburger I saw on there? Patty melt.
Always nice to see a fresh face around here.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand?
I'm with the SSNN. I'd like to ask some questions about your business.
Absolutely. I'm sure my mom would be proud to have the place featured in an article. What's up?
Think he'd sell me those nasty shoes? You can't equip shoes in this, can you? Can't put shoes on. He was wondering if the shoes might make the ship explode. Okay. How's business been?
Business is steady, as usual. We don't tolerate violence or disrespect, so a lot of folks like to spend time here.
It's a strip joint.
The only thing that's worrying me is a new group of customers I've seen hanging around lately. They've been watching the UC surplus store pretty closely.
That was me.
I have a bad feeling they might be planning something.
Again, that was me.
Case House has a reputation as a safe place. I don't want to be associated with that kind of thing.
I'd be happy to look into it for you.
Honestly, I'd really appreciate that. I'd feel terrible if something happened and I hadn't done anything to try to stop it. Why don't you come by when you have some spare time? And we'll talk it out.
Can I just talk about it now? Because, like, I'm here. How are things in the well?
Same as ever. I've lived in the well my whole life, and things have never really changed. The UC government promises to clean the place up every couple years, but there's still just as much crime and poverty as there was when I was a kid. That's why Kay's house is so important. It's the one place people in the well feel safe. Be sure to put that in the article, okay? I'm really proud of it.
Tell me more about yourself.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm Teresa Mason, and this is my home. My mom's the Kay who founded Kay's house. I grew up here along with the business. My mom passed the place on to me when she decided to retire. Running it is my pride and joy. I've put everything I have into it.
What are they doing in the background? Looks kind of awkward. Right, okay.
Great. Let me know when the article comes out, will you? I'd like to read it.
Right, now tell me about these problems that you're having.
No shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here. Keeps us on our toes.
So,
nothing else?
Tell me about these suspicious customers.
Would you? I'd really appreciate it. I saw them hanging around the UC surplus earlier today. They sure looked suspicious to me.
I'll take care of them before they can cause any trouble. Actually, what makes you think they're up to something?
They've been coming here regularly for the last couple weeks, and all they do is sit on the balcony and watch the UC surplus. I thought I heard them mention a robbery, but I'm not sure. They seem to know I'm onto them, so they stop talking about it when I'm around.
Right, I'll take care of them now.
That's not how I want this handled. Kay's place is the only safe haven in the well. I can't condone violence. If anyone's going to handle them, it should be security.
So can't you go and talk to security?
But I have to be sure they're up to something before I get the authorities involved. I don't want to get anyone on security's bad side for no reason. Why don't you do a little sleuthing for me? Maybe you'll have better luck eavesdropping on them than I did. We can decide what to do once we figure out if they're really up to something.
How about I just go and beat the living shit out of them until they tell me what they're up to, and we just save a hell of a lot of time. Because that's kind of how I operate with things like this. Evidence?
So, when did you stop flying the Swan anyway?
When the cargo became...
Can I take that? Okay, we've got evidence. Possibly for later. I didn't expect to find it in here. He said... Oh, I've been upstairs in here, I think. Is there more evidence? Am I in her boudoir now? Okay, let's go down and speak to these guys. No finesse. There's a lot of finesse involved in delicately beating the crap out of someone until they confess to their crimes. Who's she referring to? Is it you?
I don't know, Isaac. Seems like a tough joint to crack. Nah, that's just what they want you to think, Louis. You see security around here? No, but nothing. I say we strike while the iron's hot. I got a feeling that goody two-shoes at Kay's place is gonna rat us out.
She was giving us some serious side-eye last time we were in there.
He's talking to me over his shoulder as well.
See? No time like the present. We'll do it tonight. It'll be fine, trust me. We'll be in and out in time to make last call at Jake's. If Rick's info is good, this'll be a piece.
I mean, it was so obvious I was stood there. Those voices I've heard in Oblivion, I think. Maybe Skyrim, maybe both. Right, I have... Where's she gone? Is that it?
If you haven't, make sure... Don't
You were right.
take it personal if I don't
They're
stop
planning
to
to
chat.
rob the place.
Damn. I was hoping I had it wrong. I guess that settles it. We have to get the authorities involved before they can go through with the robbery. You should take this straight to Officer Endler at the security office. He'll look into it. If he gives you a hard time, tell him I sent you to make the report. That'll get him on your side.
Let's have a look. We don't need security. I can take care of a couple of petty thieves.
No, I don't want you to hurt them. They haven't even done anything wrong yet. The last thing the well needs is more violence. Just do what I asked and take this to Officer Endler.
She's boring. We could have had so much more fun. Let's see. Security looks like that place over there.
Another shift.
Endler?
What? Never a dull day for security in the well.
I have a crime to report.
Well, that's what we're here for. What's going on?
There's going to be a robbery at UC Surplus. Actually, there was a robbery at UC Surplus. I went in and cleaned out all his stock in the back room. But we won't mention that one.
The UC Surplus? You sure about that? It's been a long time since someone was stupid enough to rob that place.
I heard them planning it myself.
It's hard to argue with first-hand info. I guess I'll take your word for it. I'll head over there now to check it out. Those thieves won't be so cocky with security on patrol.
Okay. Oh, are you gonna go then? I want to see this.
I don't know why UC Security bothers with an office down here when they're clearly not interested in helping these people at all. We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
We gotta lay low for a while.
Is that it? Is that how this goes? Hey, excuse me, Bob.
Security's on to us. I can feel it.
Well, I wanted to see something a bit more than that.
That was quick. How'd things go with Officer Endler?
He said he patrolled the area to make the thieves nervous.
I'm glad to hear it. They'll think twice about trying anything with security in the area. Thanks for your help with this. I feel a lot better knowing security's on patrol down there.
We should have done it my way. I think there's a lot more to this place than you realise when you first come into these, you know. I just wish we had like an overlay so we could find our way around. It's horribly well hidden everywhere around here.
We're doing the best we can here. That's all we can ever do.
Call me stupid for robbing the place. They don't know I robbed the place yet, but I'm happy to be called stupid for it. Because they won't suspect a stupid person of doing a stupid thing. I'm with SSN.
That's a surprise. Most people don't think anything that goes on in the well is worth writing about. I'd be happy to help if I can.
Right, how are things in the med bay these days?
Things are always rough at the med bay. I'm the closest thing to a doctor that the well has, and I can't treat everyone.
She looks scary.
The last few weeks have been especially bad. There's some kind of infection going around, and a lot of kids down here are catching it. It just breaks my heart to see.
I'd be happy to help you out with that.
Oh,
it's
you're
XP.
sweet to offer. There might be something you can do, if you're willing. Let's chat again when you have some time to spare, all right?
No, I'm here now.
Things are always the same in the well. Violent and dangerous. I swear I treat more injuries here than I did when I was a Navy medic.
You were a Navy medic? Tell me more about yourself.
Sure, if you'd like. My name's Talia. I was born and raised right here in the well. I've been the nurse.
Nope. Sorry. Nope. Lost interest. That should be enough to go on. So this is just like almost like a copy and paste of the last one. Let's go and talk to... I'll see what she says. It might be something interesting.
3 gunshots this week alone. I guess we know where UC Security's priorities are.
Right, let's help her out.
Oh, you remembered. All the children seem to have the same stomach bug, but I'm having trouble diagnosing it. Pediatrics isn't my specialty. But one of my colleagues, Dr. Lebedev, is an expert. If I had his research notes, I'm sure I could diagnose the disease and find a treatment.
Don't think you need to be an expert in pediatrics to diagnose a stomach bug or a stomach disease. Unless it's only the children, I suppose, but that would be weird. And where might he be?
He works topside at Reliant Medical. It's easy to find. It's right between Mast and Orion Tower. Dr. Lebedev is always there.
Don't want to go there. Tell me more about the situation.
I've seen an uptick in cases of sick children in the medbay recently. They all seem to be presenting the same symptoms, but I can't identify the cause. It isn't serious enough to kill them, but I haven't found an effective treatment yet. That has me worried.
I'll get the notes.
Thank you.
Enough. I'm not even listening to these anymore. I'm regretting it already. Pediatrics basically the same as grown up, they just have a stronger immune system. Yeah, if it was pediatric things about I don't know, broken bones or development or growth or lots of other things, yes, but stomach bugs, I can't see there being a big difference.
No loitering. Can't say I'll have what you need.
SSNN.
But a reporter.
We're not really interested. How's it going?
Door's still open, isn't it? That's my idea of success. Sorry if you were hoping for something more flowery.
I'm not going to ask.
Take care.
I'm not going to ask anything else. I'm done. I don't know if I can trade with him.
It's a quaint shop, isn't it?
I could do with going into the back of that.
I like it here.
Is this actually a shop?
Stock's a bit
low. It is, right.
You see something you like, just say the word.
He sells aid, miso soup, miscellaneous digipicks. Yes. I'll take those. This looks like just utter garbage. It is just utter garbage, isn't it? And a few resources. Okay. I finally made it to the skip dialogue part of Bethesda games.
Stop by anytime.
Oh, I can't. These just feel like utterly awful fetch quests. So I just can't do these. Not the dialogue for them. We'll do the quest and see what happens. Because I want some XP and I do need to level up. But we're not going to listen to them.